The human mind is a complex labyrinth of thoughts, emotions, and beliefs that shape our individual reality. Somewhere between neurons and synapses, between the mundane and the mystical, lies the transformative power of self-awareness. This isn't merely a new age notion. It's a principle backed by decades of research in psychology and neuroscience. Think of your mind as a garden. Each thought is a seed with the potential to grow if nurtured. However, not all seeds deserve to be nourished. Some might grow into weeds, choking the rest of the garden. Self-awareness allows you to become the gardener of this internal space, capable of choosing which thoughts warrant attention and which should be weeded out. How is this accomplished? Through attentive observation of your own thoughts and feelings, a process commonly referred to as mindfulness. This ancient Buddhist technique has found backing in modern psychology for its ability to enhance mental and emotional well-being. It's not magic, it's neuroplasticity. By focusing intently on your thoughts, you effectively reprogram your brain. This is often described as the power of manifestation. The concept is simple. Your thoughts shape your reality. This is a foundational principle in various spiritual traditions, from Hinduism to New Thought. While mysticism may ask us to accept this on faith, science asks us to test it through rigorous experimentation. Thoughts are like waves of probability in quantum mechanics. They have the potential to materialize into reality, but until they are observed or measured, in this case, made conscious, they remain in a state of possibility. By becoming aware of our thoughts, we effectively collapse this wave of probability into reality. And what if we question these thoughts? Well, now we've entered the realm of mental alchemy. By questioning your beliefs, you are transmuting mental lead into gold. In scientific terms, you are engaging your frontal lobes, the areas of the brain responsible for logical reasoning and critical thinking. You are reconfiguring your neural network, literally changing your mind. This is particularly powerful when we confront limiting beliefs. These are the poisonous seeds in the mind's garden, growing as weeds and choking our potential. It might be a belief about your self-worth, your capabilities, or even the world around you. By challenging these beliefs, you make room for new possibilities. Neuroscience shows us that our brains are shaped by experience. We call this brain plasticity, the brain's ability to reorganize and form new neural connections throughout life. So when you challenge an old belief, your brain effectively forges new pathways. On the mystical side, challenging limiting beliefs is akin to breaking old spells. Words and thoughts have power. They are incantations that shape our reality. By questioning and altering these self-imposed truths, you are breaking old spells and casting new empowering ones. Now, for those inclined toward more spiritual practices, the power of symbols and archetypes can be added to this mix. In guided meditations, visualizations, or even tarot and astrology as introspective tools, you can access deeper layers of the mind. Scientifically, this is what Carl Jung would call exploring the collective unconscious. Yet don't underestimate the power of the simple act of paying attention. It is a universal practice present in many spiritual traditions and scientifically validated as a means of enhancing mental and emotional health. Through mindfulness, you not only observe your thoughts but also the spaces between them, allowing true wisdom to arise. Here is where science and mysticism converge in the deep lake of self-knowledge. The more you delve into it, the clearer it becomes that the distinction between the physical and spiritual worlds is, in many ways, an illusion. Both are aspects of the same broader reality, shaped both by the laws of physics and the laws of spirit. So how do you apply all this? How do you become the master of your own mental garden? The answer is both simple and complex, through continual practice. Just as a gardener doesn't plant a seed and expect it to grow without care, you can't expect your mind to transform overnight. Here, consistency is key. Whether through daily meditation, mindful practice, or the simple act of pausing and breathing during a stressful moment. Small actions accumulate over time. This is the water and sunlight your inner garden requires. If you're wondering where to start, consider therapy or coaching. These are validated ways to obtain new direction in your mental garden, with the added benefit of professional guidance. The same applies to support groups and spiritual communities, where collective wisdom can be potent fertilizer for your personal growth. Be kind to yourself during this process. Changing ingrained thought patterns is hard work and doesn't happen overnight. In mystical terms, it's a soul journey. Scientifically, it's neuroplasticity in action. In both cases, it's a transformation, and all transformation takes time. As you become increasingly aware of your inner landscape, it's natural to begin pondering external influences. In scientific terms, this leads to the domain of environmental psychology, which explores how our physical environment affects our mental well-being. In the mystical sphere, this awareness extends to the idea that we are all interconnected, not just with other humans, but with the earth as a whole. This interconnection is not merely a poetic notion, it's a scientific fact. We are made of the same elements found in distant stars, and the rhythms of nature, such as the changing of seasons or the cycles of the moon, have parallels in our own bodies. Chronobiology, the study of biological rhythms, shows how we are synchronized with the natural world in ways we often overlook. Quantum physics also offers an intriguing perspective on this interconnection. The phenomenon of quantum entanglement shows that particles can become correlated in such a way that the state of one instantly influences the state of the other, regardless of the distance that separates them. This has been proposed as a scientific explanation for spiritual concepts like telepathy or intuition. However, as we expand our consciousness beyond the individual self, we must also be cautious of the dangers of unexamined magical thinking. This is the realm of superstitions and pseudosciences. It's crucial to balance openness to mystical wisdom with the rigor and skepticism of the scientific method. Another point to consider is the role of language in shaping our reality. Both science and mysticism recognize the power of words. In the Kabbalistic tradition, for instance, it is believed that the universe was created through the power of words. Similarly, the study of neuro-linguistic programming highlights how language shapes our thoughts and beliefs. So whether you approach life through a mystical lens, a scientific one, or a blend of the two, the importance of cultivating self-awareness remains constant. In this act lies the power to reshape not only your own reality, but also the world at large. And thus we come full circle. Science and mysticism, two seemingly divergent paths, actually converge in the intricate maze of the human mind. Your brain is both a garden and a lab, a sacred space where you can actively participate in shaping your own reality. The seeds you plant today become the experiences of tomorrow, and the choice of what to cultivate is entirely yours. Become the gardener of your own mind, nourish it, cultivate it, and watch as it flourishes, transforming not only your own life, but the world around you.